Sager. Ooh.
I don't know if you can hear me, but I made it across. It's really bad here, Verlaine. I think there's something here.
Hide. Oh, that fire looks awesome. Oh my god, no! Alien. Hey buddies! Welcome back to Chris and Andy Play. My name is Chris.
I am Andy.
Today we're gonna play some Alien Isolation, and I really kind of want to beat it. We won't beat it today. It's impossible. We just started a new game, but I really want to see what's going down in this because it looks pretty cool. And were you big on the Alien movies when they were like coming out and stuff?
Oh yeah, totally. Like
yeah.
Final report of the commercial starship Nostromo. Third officer reporting. The other members of the crew: Kane, Lambert, Parker, Brett, Ash.
Whatever. Everybody heard this 40 years ago.
Captain Dallas.
Yes,
Are
I watched them when I was very young,
Yeah.
so I was always excited. Sorry, I always loved
Cargo
them.
and ship
I was very
destroyed.
excited for Alien Resurrection.
I
Shame
should
that
reach
that
the
sucked.
frontier in about 6
And then I was
weeks.
very excited
With
for
a little
Prometheus.
luck, the network will pick me
Shame
up.
that sucked.
Yeah, it did. I only watched it once. I don't
This is
think I
Ripley.
disliked it as much as everyone else, but
Last
no, I
survivor
didn't
of
like it.
Nostromo.
Like,
Signing
it's
off.
not... I don't know. I can forgive it because I was entertained while I watched it.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand, like, plot holes and the stupid stuff. Like, I get it. I don't know, it entertained me, so forgive it. But I only watched it one time. I don't know, if I went and watched it again, maybe I would feel differently about it.
I'm Samuels. I work for the company.
The company.
It's about your mother.
I don't care.
We may have found her, Amanda. A commercial vessel, the Anisadora, has recovered what we believe to be the flight recorder unit of the Nostromo.
Where?
Zeta Reticula.
What did it tell you?
We don't know. The unit was taken to Sevastopol station. It's proprietorial material, so the company wants it to be collected as soon as possible. Sevastopol's a supply depot in the region. It's a permanent free port
I know what it
facility.
is.
One thing we noticed about playing for the first 2 hours of the game that I thought was weird is everyone's just dripping with sweat.
Yeah, like constantly.
We're going to travel out,
We.
Sweaty.
me and another.
Anytime I see something like this where like they're all like ultra sweaty, all I can think about is like the Matrix where like Agent Smith is like it's the smell of it.
Look.
You know?
When this job came across my desk,
and I
read
always
the
think
case
that-
history.
But you know,
I
sweat
know
itself is odorless.
why you're working
Yes,
in
the bacteria.
region where she went missing.
Bacteria that loves to hang around our
You're still
armpits,
looking,
feet,
aren't you?
and genital ass.
I've been cleared to offer you a place on the Torrens if you
Now that
want
makes
to come
sense because I
along.
mean like sweat itself is just like salty water, so
Maybe there'll be some closure for you.
Hey, if sweat is just salty water, could you just collect buckets and buckets of sweat and put it through like a desalinization process and then re-drink it?
Yeah, you could.
Really gross.
I guess. When you think of things like that, yes, it does. It sounds way grosser than it is really. It's like the whole recycled pee thing on spaceships. It sounds gross, but it's already recycled, and the majority of the water that's on the planet didn't really.
I know.
It's always kind of been here.
Like,
so
the water we drink is essentially like
Wait.
disgusting, dirty lake water and sewage water that just goes through a purification process. So
yeah, exactly. It's all dinosaur pee to me. Lights.
it's all water that I've already shit out. So who cares?
I don't even remember where I'm supposed to be going.
Neither do I.
Oh,
So I can't
maybe this
yell
is
at you.
right.
Right?
No, I'm not reading any terms.
No, don't.
We're gonna just have like a pretty sweet shower time.
No, there's nothing in there. Remember that?
I'm gonna shower.
Yeah, she's still dressed.
No, she's not. See?
Yeah, she's wearing like a shirt and undies.
Yeah.
You know what? I have a problem with the word panties.
Okay. Please tell me about it.
Because, like, I do like it, and I don't like it. Because it's simultaneously this, like, oh, it's sexy, but it's also, like, very childish. It's like little kid underwear, but it's also supposed to be, like, sexy at the same time.
Hmm.
And not. Like, I don't know. It's too many things all at once.
Yeah. Makes me feel dirty.
Mm-hmm. In a good and bad and neutral way.
Yes. All at the same time.
Exactly. So,
Oh, man.
I don't like it because I don't understand it.
Glass is weirding me out. Everything's all weird. Let's go talk to Buddy.
This concept of panties confuses and angers us.
Hey.
Samuels,
Push.
did you wake up early?
Well, I don't really need as much sleep as the rest of you. I was
Where's
just
that?
inspecting the Torrens facilities. A well-maintained ship.
Robot.
I think he's
realize
gonna
it's
be
a
an
very
android.
similar model
Yeah,
to-
probably.
The Nostromo.
Because he's got a British voice. No, but all the
a
British
later pattern, but
were.
close in
It's.
spec.
I've worked engineering
Not an
jobs
alien.
on ships like this.
Of
I don't
course.
remember.
In Alien?
Taylor,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
she's not a seasoned
Believe.
traveler.
What was his name?
May have been
Ash.
punishing for her.
Haven't seen
He's
her.
British.
I'll go check
Yeah.
on her.
The bishop was not.
Yeah, that's true. It's been a long time since I watched. Like, not super long. I asked you if you watched them when you were a kid because it does nothing. Cool. I did a good job. I didn't watch any of them as a kid. I think I've discussed this before. Like, my parents weren't like big on horror films at all, so I wasn't exposed to like any of that when I was a kid. So I try to like sneak glimpses of that kind of stuff when I was a kid, but like I didn't really get a full watching it going on. Oh, that's where I came from. Go this way. Oh. I like kicking things. It's fun. So yeah, like I didn't get a lot of experience with it, so I don't have like the nostalgia for it, but I really do enjoy it. I think it's pretty cool.
Taylor.
Mm.
Good
See,
morning.
yeah, I
Certainly not good.
watched them as a kid.
I
As a kid, right? Like, first Alien, not made for kids. And I don't mean that in a sense like it's very violent or whatever, it has mature themes. I just mean like it's very slow.
Yeah, it is a very
and
slow movie.
atmospheric and stuff, and like kids
I'm
don't
surprised
really
Time
get into
doesn't
that.
sound legal at all.
The loss of the Nostromo and its cargo
So,
cost the company a lot of
I watched them
money.
both, and like I always thought Aliens was way better because it had action.
Yeah.
Even though there's only like 2 or 3 action scenes, and the movie's like 2.5 hours long.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I would still probably say Aliens is the better movie, but it's just that they're both so different.
They are incredibly different.
It's like comparing a horror movie to an action movie, basically. Even though Aliens, I don't even know if I call it an action. It's like sci-fi action versus sci-fi horror, I suppose. But they're both. I
Is this
don't
the
know.
way to go?
I have no idea.
I feel like lost. There's like 4 doors in this place, and I've lost my way already.
I'm not going to talk about Aliens 3 at all because whatever.
Yeah.
I watched it one time. I didn't think it was bad. I didn't think it was great. I thought it was pretty cool though because I watched it for the first time maybe like a year ago. less than a year ago. So
Mhm.
it was kind of neat to see Tywin Lannister was in it, like 20 years before Game of Thrones. I know you don't know or care what I'm talking about.
And
but I'm
now I
just,
can go. Yeah.
Cool.
No, yeah. Yeah, I don't know who that is. Hi. I'm gonna get up right in your business. Right here.
Just smell her sweat.
What? Cool.
Go up to the front.
All right.
There's people there.
I can do that. Hey, what's going on?
Oh, it did say something. I think it said something about a.
Hope you all
Was
had
there like
restful
computer yet?
dreams.
That was it.
Yeah, I have to like
Machine or something you have to interact with.
maybe I have to
She
wait
was
for
a
them to
wreck when I
talk.
bought her. Took a few years and a lot of contracts to refit. She pays for herself now.
We're gonna just sort of
You say
relax
we're
with the
approaching
series. We'll
Sevastopol Station.
try to let them
Are
talk,
we
but
talking?
I believe your contact
we'll see
is
what
Marshall Waite.
We'll try a lot harder when we get
I'll
to
mail
areas we haven't
Sevastopol
seen
and arrange
yet.
boarding with him.
Good.
yeah.
Let's get this done.
Don't worry, Miss Taylor. Routine. In and out.
Uh,
Connor, how we doing?
Get her done.
SMG loaded and calibrated. Approach vector locked.
Prep comm so I can say hello.
Channel open, Captain.
Does everyone have their briefing document?
That was
You
quick.
can watch
You know,
the probes in the monitors.
sounds like Nathan Fillion trying not to sound like himself.
Yeah, it's true.
Can we see it?
Switch to monitors. Sevastopol Station.
Oh, I love those buttons. Buttons are awesome.
Damage?
Looks like damage.
Punch up 74. Tight angle.
Looks like the dry dock bay is screwed.
I can't bring the Torrens into that.
This is the commercial vessel Torrens out of St. Clair, registration number MSV7760, calling Sevastopol Traffic Control. We're carrying 3 passengers on a Wayland.
Utani Bond, you're holding the Nostromo flight recorder unit. We request immediate permission to transfer the passengers portside over.
This Waits, Colonial Marshal, Sevastopol Station. Serious situation.
Hello, Marshall? Marshall, this is the Torrens. Say again? The station's comms seem pretty screwed up, so I fitted Samuel's suit with a radio booster. I can only keep the Torrens in transit for 24 hours.
You'll have heard from us by then.
Safe trip.
Stand by. My contract doesn't cover bloody spacewalks. It's the only option.
Love those
And it's
suits.
perfectly
So
safe
cool.
if you do what I tell you.
It seems so retro in like spacesuit design, but I mean it's kind of accurate what we would see today.
Depressurizing. Fuck. Hating this. Just shout on me, Taylor. You too, Samuels.
Affirmative.
Here we go.
That's what a robot would say.
Mm.
Affirmative.
My God, Ripley. You're doing good, Taylor.
Whoa! I forgot that happened.
Keep moving! Taylor, Ripley, hold on!
This is the exact reason I think spacewalks are both cool, and I would never want to do one.
Taylor! Respond!
In case the one time that you do it, there'll be a random explosion.
Yes. And I'll be untethered and just floating.
Yeah.
Because space is big, and I'm tiny. Like,
Well, you gotta hope maybe that at some point, if, regular useless people like us can go into space,
yep.
that there'll be like little boosters, so you can kind of go like, shh, and just like,
Yeah.
propel yourself forward in the direction of safety.
I think that we're gonna have to like work on our ionic drives a little bit more. It's a thing that we have already. Did you know this?
No.
ion drives. Some satellites use this for like long distance space transportation, where like basically the drive uses energy to shoot out atoms of a particular ion, and it's that is enough force to propel them through space. Yeah, it's really cool. It's not super fast or nothing, but like you can use like solar for it, and they can go like incredibly long distances. That's how they get to like outer solar system nowadays. Do I press a button or do I just wait? No, I wait. I want out of this thing. Boop boop. Yeah, pretty cool. So like, eventually, I think we might be at that point in time. It's kind of cool. But yeah, that's what we need. Because like right now, the boosters, they're just like completing like an oxygen reserve, really. Or you have to carry some form of fuel. Whereas like the ion drive still requires fuel. It requires those ions to shoot. It's just like, it's like in Mass Effect where, oh, I'm gonna get that thing. Where you're just sending off so little of it that you'd never really run out. And like the clips in Mass Effect are just to dissipate heat more than.
Yeah. Oh, I thought Mass Effect guns were so cool. I loved reading all the.
It's dark.
All the little like lore bits for like everything. In Mass Effect. But yeah, how the guns work is so cool. How it's just like this tiny little scrap.
Yeah.
Of what was it? A little piece of something.
Yeah, they just like have a sliver of the.
What was the?
I don't
metal,
remember
though?
what the metal is.
But anyway, yeah, how it just like breaks off and then yeah, it just
Uses a railgun.
yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
Very cool. Oh, okay. So,
Yeah.
some questions to pass the time as you wander around, collect things, and pretend to be scared.
I don't think it's pretending. Like I just.
It's
I'm not good with this shit.
I'm gonna say pretending for now because you've already played this.
I've seen this now, but like I'm on an edge.
I'm really hoping it does not take 2 hours back to where we were.
Me too.
Anyway, since we're playing a sci-fi game and you're a sci-fi guy,
Yes.
if you some sci-fi questions, some sci-fi hypotheticals, sci-fi what ifs.
Yeah.
Okay, first we'll go with what is your favorite sci-fi universe? Now, what I mean by that is not like what is your favorite, like you might say like, well, I like Star Trek better than Star Wars, but I'd rather live in the Star Wars universe. Like so like that. Like what's the favorite what's I don't know, what's the coolest not what's the best show or movie or whatever, but like what's the coolest universe?
Cool. Coolest universe. I think it's kind of tied between the like after Next Generation and Mass Effect because they're very different. Now I don't want to lump in Star Wars because I don't feel like it's really science fiction. It's science fantasy, right? And but like they both have different things going for them, and I like the whole utopian kind of nature of Star Trek. But I don't feel like it's something that is very human. I don't feel like that's something we're gonna really see happen. It fights too many of like what we are as a people, as a species.
But I know I don't know as much as I feel like I should because I've watched all of Star Trek and a couple seasons of Next Gen, but it's like there's no money, right? Like food and resources and everything is free and everyone just kind of works for the
sake of doing it, yeah.
Okay, for the greater good, sort of.
It's more of like you do things because otherwise you'd be bored out of your mind.
Okay, but it's like jobs still need to be done, right?
Yeah.
So people don't just like, well, I'm going to do this because it needs to get done and everyone can benefit from it. People just work out of boredom, but like if you just wanted to be a bum, you could be a bum.
Yeah.
Oh, it sounds like my kind of world.
Yeah, well, like the way it kind of works is that like everybody kind of like not everybody, but a lot of people want to be like part of Starfleet because it's something that's interesting and exciting, right? But there are a lot of people that are not in Starfleet. Like the majority of humans are not in Starfleet, you know? Like they just sort of live their lives on Earth, doing like whatever earthly things they feel like. But like the technologies are all there. Like there's no longer hunger because with energy you can do it. But you know, moving forward as a society is what's going on. Utility.
0340. I don't remember.
0340? Okay.
Wait, go back to Euclid. Was there? Because I remember we missed this last time.
Yes,
Was there like
that's
a
what
thing
I
you
was
had to
like.
do?
It takes forever to load. Yes, that's what I had to do. Good, I did it. I'm gonna walk around like an idiot for like 20 minutes.
Alright, so were you still in the process of deciding, or I can't remember where we were?
Well, so as far as that goes, I think it's a really interesting society, and I think it has a lot of cool things going on for it, and the stories are pretty neat, but I just don't feel like it's true, right? It doesn't really portray humans as the greedy, self-centered pieces of shit we are as a species. I feel like Mass Effect is a little bit more accurate in that respect, where like, oh, we found this piece of shit, you know, we're gonna steal it forever, you know?
Yeah.
So that makes sense to me, and how like we're constantly trying to like obtain power that we don't necessarily deserve or have matured towards as a species, and I feel that is more accurate, and like how we're basically being like there's a lot of interesting things going on, and I feel like the politics of the Mass Effect universe are a little bit more accurate to like no, that's where it came from. So there's that kind of stuff going on. I think that's pretty cool.
The Mass Effect politics are very interesting, yeah, because they're like, they almost
I don't remember how to
project,
run.
like,
Okay, there it is.
way too much accuracy into the way things work, but like human accuracy into all these like aliens. Like,
Yes.
would all of these different races with different minds from different planets, different everything, really be so human-like? Or is it
Well,
like,
that is
do
my-
we just think of it like, oh, well, like, why would they be like us? Like, that's just egotistical to think everything would be like us. But at the same time, is it just like, maybe it's not. Maybe every intelligent species would eventually, or would think the way we think. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I think that's how we can just sort of like deal with things and understand them. But that's another reason why I'm not big on like the Star Trek universe, is because everything is human slightly, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I can get in here yet. Nope, need the thing. But yeah, like that's a problem for me. So it like they do kind of explain it if you go into the details, where like there's this sort of idea that like the reason why a lot of the species are similar is that like we didn't necessarily we all like originated from the same spot in life, and we were, I can't remember if it's one of the movies or what, but there's like this origin story that I think is actually official, where it's Next Generation thing, but basically everything like came from the same origins. There was like something that planted these seeds everywhere, and that's why. And that kind of makes sense, I guess. But there's too much, like, I think about sci-fi, like real, like hard science fiction a lot, because I write a bit of it. And maybe one day people will get to read some of it. But I have to think to myself, like, all of these crazy things, and so many things are like just, it would be so foreign that I don't think you could attach yourself to it in the real. What is noises? Oh, there was all that shit going on I was missing.
But have you actually answered the question yet of what your favorite sci-fi universe is?
No, I have not.
Okay. Because you don't have to stall forever. I have more questions.
Oh, well, no, I mean, I wasn't really stalling, I was just kind of, like, in that, and I think it's tied, because, like, there's the ideal thing, and I'd love to see humans reach that sort of utopian society, but humans, I don't think, are capable of it, which is why, you know, it takes another world war and another species to sort of elevate us to that. Which is why I like Mass Effect, because I think Mass Effect is kind of a little bit more accurate portrayal of what's really going to happen. So I think both of them, they're different sides of the coin, and I think, you know, as far as like a maybe non-dystopian, but like a genuine future for humans, I think Mass Effect is a pretty cool universe that I could see happening, and if we could achieve utopia, I feel like Star Trek's a pretty good portrayal of that.
Okay.
A gun was fired, there was panic, and now Waits and what's left of his team are forcibly ejecting us
My
from the terminal.
favorite.
Yeah, what is your favorite? I'm excited now. Okay.
I don't know. Probably Mass Effect. I mean, it has most of all the things that I think are cool. I mean, it has, like, essentially superpowers. It has cool-ass weapons and spaceships and battles and variety of interesting aliens and stuff. It only kind of lacks two things, which are, like, you know, mechs and like, lightsabers.
Yeah.
So, like, I mean, like, Star Wars is, like, awesome because of lightsabers in the Force. And everything else in Star Wars you could get somewhere else. So, basically just Jedi. And then, like, something like Gundam or, I don't know, Xenosaga or whatever as, like, mechs. But, yeah, so I was probably say Mass Effect.
I like that Mass Effect has like a common technology that propelled the universe.
Yeah.
Like the whole the Mass Effect, right? Like that's what it's called. That is that it's basically everything is a railgun, and all the technologies are kind of based around railguns, and that's kind of neat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I like okay, so
yep.
Question number 2, which I'm gonna answer this one. Which sci-fi world would you want to live in? Now, this one, I thought for a long time it would drive me nuts.
Whoa.
But like,
okay.
Whenever you think of these kind of questions, you always get carried away and kind of forget you. You're always gonna forget who you are and what you're like. It's like, I just said Mass Effect's my favorite world, right? But like, why is it my favorite? It's my favorite because of all the things that I personally would never experience. I'd still just be stuck on Earth doing nothing, right? And it's just like, if I was in Star Wars universe, I'm not gonna be a Jedi. If I would want to be, actually, I'd probably want to be Sith. Like, if I was in all these universes with, like, this crazy awesome stuff, like, oh, I'm in the Doctor Who universe, who cares? I'm not the Doctor, so what does it matter? Like, you never get to be and do the cool stuff that exists in those universes. Like, oh, I want to live in this awesome fantasy world with wizards and dragons and stuff, so I can be a peasant who dies because, you know, I had no motivation to learn how to fight and go on adventures. Like, that's the reality, is I'm still a lazy douchebag. So I would want to live in Star Trek because I could be a lazy douchebag and everything would just be provided for me. And if I want to do some work, I can go do some work, but no pressure. Society will just accept the fact that they have to, you know, pick up my slack. So yes, I would want to live in the Star Trek universe because that universe supports my habit and I'm realistic. What about you?
Where would I want to live? Have you watched Farscape?
I think I saw like half of one. Short answer, no.
No, okay.
I don't know why I always do answer simple questions like that with these, like, well, I saw like a quarter of an episode about 3 years ago and I thought it was interesting, but I remember nothing, so no.
Yeah.
No, I have.
Farscape is really neat as far as science fiction goes because it takes like probably one of the only true science fiction approaches I've seen in a very long time, where like everything isn't human. Like the only human in the universe is the protagonist, and he's there because he basically gets sucked up by a wormhole and shot across God knows where. Like, humans are not spacefaring yet, really. We're on the verge of doing it, and magically we end up somewhere. Like, one guy does. And, that's neat, because, like, everything, like, from the ship, Moya, is a it's like a space whale they're in, but it's like it's an engineered space whale. So, it, like, in order for them to make more ships, it gives birth, you know? And that's just crazy. And I'm walking over dead people, don't worry about it.
They're dead, they know.
So I don't do anything, I'm just gonna go beep, 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 beep. So that's really neat. And, like, things like that we take for granted, for example, a television screen or like video screens in general, don't exist in this universe at all. Like, when they first encounter it, they're like freaked out, and like all of the pop culture that the main character is talking about, it just passes over everybody. Nobody understands it. And while there's like a human type race in there, the Peacekeepers. Oh, I don't need to hide. What am I doing? Ugh. Well, that was quick. Probably a good idea. They're still not really the same. They're different. And they're like a warfaring race. So it's like it takes different aspects, and there's all kinds of like different creatures, and like aliens really feel alien. Like Dargo is so different, you know. It's really neat, and I like that. And I feel like it's really true science fiction, and that's why I could feel like I could survive, like not necessarily survive there, but like it makes sense to me, and I feel like that's real. Like something like Star Wars, it doesn't make sense to me. It's a cool story and it's nifty and whatnot, but I don't really feel like
I don't buy that shit.
Well, it's
That
true.
never happened.
Yeah, exactly. It's like Lord of the Rings. It's not real. Like I can't feel like it's. Oh, hello. I need that thing. How do I get it? Oh, that's right. There's a thing I gotta click. Okay.
Oh man, like it. Man, we'll save the fantasy debate, I suppose, for another day, because I would love fantasy game. Yeah, I would love to live in fantasy world. Anyway, continue with your very roundabout answer.
So yeah, I think Farscape.
Farscape.
Yeah, it's different, but I feel like it's true science fiction. And if we're talking about science fiction worlds, like I don't think I could live in. Like I don't think Star Trek is like I've explained how I don't feel like it's a true existence. So being there, I don't think realistic. So
okay. Alternatively to Star Trek, shit, I already forgot what I was. Right, what answer was now.
Sorry.
No, it's alright. Oh, what was it? Oh, okay. I remember now. If we can agree, now the reason why this would not be my number one is because it's debatable whether or not this is sci-fi, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But going into comic books now.
Yeah.
In DC universe, you've read Red Dawn, yes?
I don't know if I.
Oh, okay. Well, wow, I should lend it to you. That's like one of my favorite comics. Anyway, so not Red Dawn. What am I talking about? Red Sun.
That, yes.
Yes, okay. You remember the end, right? How, like, with no Superman around for Lex to obsess over, like, all of his genius is just focused on, like, improving the human race.
Yes.
And how he, like, Earth becomes a utopian society. There's no government, but there's, like, a council of, like, artists and scientists and various other people, and they just gather to, you know, address things and improve things, and like science improves to the point where like people live for like hundreds of years. I think it eventually goes to like thousands of years, and like everything is just perfect. And how it eventually it's just like, oh, that Earth was Krypton all along, and the ship travels back in time, and that's where Superman came from. Like that, and Superman was like Lex Luthor's like long descendant. Anyway, very interesting story, but that perfect utopian world that Luthor created, that would be a pretty neat place to live. Where you just live for like 1,000 years and you can kind of just do whatever you want.
Now, last time I just went straight to the big door. I want to see if I can open up some of these other doors that I found over here. I may be able to do it like at any point in time afterwards, but I want to do.
No, but I feel like you did do everything that you could before Chris. Anyway,
I still don't understand how the hell to do that. It's
so,
weird.
We're getting close to where we were.
Yes.
So, final question.
All right.
Regarding sci-fi. So, Star Trek was your favorite? And Farscape is where you'd want to live?
Sure, let's go with that. That's fine.
What were the... Oh, Star Trek and Mass Effect. It was like a tie?
Yeah,
that was it? Okay.
They have different, you know...
Okay, so of all the different sci-fi universes, which one would win in a...
Wow. That's difficult.
Mm-hmm. You gotta think like the whole universe is at war. So if it's just like if you throw Star Trek versus StarCraft, it's like, can everything that Star Trek has to offer put up a resistance against the combined forces of Zerg, Terran, and Protoss?
Oh god.
Probably not. I think
Yeah.
the Zerg alone would wipe out probably most sci-fi universes. The Protoss alone, the Terran alone. But the combined forces of the Mass Effect universe, so everything Mass Effect has to offer, including the Reapers. Something like that. It gets crazy.
Well, it gets crazy because if you start moving things
wait a
like...
minute, wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
No, Star Trek. Would Star Trek just trump everything because there's like multiple races who are like, I can do anything by thinking it?
Well, Star Trek's got the Q.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Star Trek's bullshit. I hated the Q.
Turn around.
Let's watch this.
Come on!
I'm Ripley.
Where'd you come from? Ripley.
Off station. A ship.
There's no ships here.
There are now.
Well, that's good news, because things are not so good here. Something blew just now, rocked this whole place.
I saw it.
But lady, that's the least of our problems.
Yeah?
Yeah, something's on this station. Something you wouldn't believe.
Like what?
A killer. You get it?
Okay.
This gun is so cool.
Okay.
Of science fiction.
What's your name?
Axel.
I was boarding with 2 colleagues. EVA. We got separated by the blast. Can you help me find them?
Why?
Because you seem to know your way around.
I mean, why? What's in it for me?
A place on the ship.
You tell. You can wipe that sweaty face.
I need to find comms. I need to contact my ship.
This is your lucky day.
Let's go, sweetheart.
He does seem like a nice guy.
Comms is in the Cystic Spire. It's quite a distance, but we can get to transit through the freight area. But watch yourself.
So yeah, I guess
We can get into all
Star Trek
sorts of
would
trouble.
win.
Okay.
Well, it's weird because, like, okay, Star Trek has the Q, and then Star Wars has the Force, and, you know, Mass Effect has, like,
Was that you following me back
Protheans, and, you know, all of this, like, the god characters in all of these science
The
fiction.
Protheans weren't that special. I mean, like, they got the Reapers. The Reapers trumped the Protheans.
Yeah, but, like, somebody originally did that, right? Where did the Reavers come from, right? I don't remember.
Not from the Protheans.
No, but they were, like...
I think they just kind of, like, came into existence.
We don't need their help. Don't tell them anything. Look, I've got the elevator working. Jana, let's go.
Go there.
Okay?
You can deal with them.
Good luck.
There is, like, items in there, I think, after they leave.
Alright, let's see. No.
Oh.
No.
What the hell was that about?
Nothing.
All right, well, then let's...
Everyone's running shit scared.
No Star Trek. Star Trek is not fair. Then
Yeah.
who would win?
Star Wars, because they got Jedis. Like the Force. The Force is like... It's a trump, but like, here's the weird bit, right? Like, if the Mass Effect and Star Wars exist at the same time, that means the Force exists in the Mass Effect universe as well,
Needs a special touch.
right?
Well, no, if we go with, like, a...
Like, just pit them directly to against each
like,
other.
think of, like, it's like a multiverse theory. So, like, all of these universes are existing simultaneously. And there's some sort of dimensional crossover, so they can fight each other. But it's not like Jedis exist in the Mass Effect universe. They're just
If you told me what the hell was going on right now.
in, like, a Crisis on Two Earths kind of situation, where they can cross back and forth and fight.
Alright. Let's think about it while they're talking.
Now remember, as powerful as Jedis and the Force are, like, I mean, they got a little bit crazy with, like, Force Unleashed, where he's ripping Star Destroyers out of orbit. That's
Not
a bit
typical.
much.
It's not typical.
But even if they can do that, remember, Jedis still get their ass handed to them by, like, Boba Fett. So, and we all know Boba Fett's kind of a tool. because he got his ass handed to him by a blind, weakened Han Solo. So, yeah. I don't know. Jedi's pretty badass, but what can compete with like Reapers? Really?
Get down. This is bullshit, man. You should be looking for a way off. Are you crazy? There's no way off.
I wonder if like the Death Star with a fleet of Star Destroyers and the Super Star Destroyer, could they stop? I think a blast from the Star Destroyer would definitely destroy a Reaper.
Yeah, but
blowing up planets, they're blowing up Reapers.
Yeah.
We'll have to go random. Follow me.
But it can't fire that fast.
No, and not that often, and there's only one blast, and there's an army of Reapers.
And the Reapers are probably fast enough to just move out of the way. Like, oh, it's pointing in that direction, let's go over here.
Yeah.
Friends of yours?
Yeah, the Reaper, okay.
They don't like strangers, even nice guys like me.
I'm shocked.
I'm pulling your chain, darling. You want to go and say hello? It's your funeral. Those guns aren't for show.
Someone should be doing something.
They are. It's called surviving.
I don't know. I hadn't really put a lot of thought into it. Like I don't pit them against each other on a regular basis.
Yeah. Well, my problem is like I'm kind of limited in my sci-fi selection.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure there's tons and tons of stuff out there that I'm just unaware of that I'm sure somebody will be like, dumbass this.
Yeah, what about that?
Literally.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of like
throw in your 2 cents in the comment section. Let us know what you think. Who's the best sci-fi universe?
Yeah.
Who would beat them all?
Best universe you'd
want
to live in,
yeah.
and universe that would win in a fight.
Waiting for you, I guess.
But like Matt, you think Mass Effect beats StarCraft?
No, like any of the RTS universes, like the StarCraft or like Warhammer 40K. I don't think.
Oh, Warhammer 40K is a little crazy.
Yeah, exactly. You know, like I don't think like when you're talking about like global like universal space war, right? Mm-hmm. That's so different than like Star Wars. Like, I mean, the Empire has a fleet of ships, but like they're not at war with another fleet of ships. You know, if you take something like EVE Online, for example, where all it is, like, not all of it, but like most of it happens to be, you know, fleet war, that's crazy different. Or even Macross, for example, where like a lot of what's going on in that is war against multiple like fleets and like races, and that's crazy too. So,
well, in these other universes, like, are things do they actually specify that it's like spanning multiple galaxies, or is it usually just the one?
How do I put better? Because I thought I just had them last time.
You have to select them.
Oh, I can't turn it on because I don't have any batteries in my flashlight.
Pick them up. It was okay.
I picked up multiple ones. Oh well, that's what we got now.
Because like I know in Mass Effect, you know, the Reapers, wherever they hang out and live, it's outside of the galaxy, outside of our galaxy. And in Mass Effect 3, they are conquering the entire galaxy.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's pretty significant.
It's huge, yeah.
Every single planet, every race. So yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy large. You know?
What is like in StarCraft? Is it all pretty much just the one galaxy?
I don't know.
I would assume it is,
but it could be like even smaller than that. You know, it could just be like what we're capable of reaching through travel, right? And then you get into something like Andromeda that has multiple galaxy travel, right? Where you're every like you can jump between through like a network of tubes, and you know there is a Zerg type race called the Magog, and they're like bat creatures that like lay their eggs in other species, and they eat their way out, and they're like just crazy sentient warfaring species that all they do is destroy things, and they've kind of taken over a lot of stuff. It's like if you take, it's another Roddenberry one, but it's after Roddenberry's death, and it's like if Star Trek failed. Okay, this is where I came from. Great. Good. That's what I needed.
I guess the Zerg kind of are a bit like the the Reapers in a sense, where they kind of like they'll destroy something, but they can while the Zerg like infect it.
Mm-hmm.
The Reapers just kind of make their own version of it, synthetic version of it.
All right. Well, that's
like with husks and all the different races, versions of husks that we saw in Mass Effect 3.
Yeah. How the heck do I put batteries in this damn thing? God darn. I know I'm missing something silly.
Go back to your inventory thing. Wait, it's not flashing, so there are batteries in it. It's not red, it's gray. Oh.
Yeah, if I try to turn it on, it's like that.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, go back to your inventory.
This...
There's nothing you could select?
Nothing here. Oh. Damn it!
Yeah, press buttons other than X.
Oh my gosh. Alright, well. Oh, there's more flashlight batteries.
Yay.
Good. I need those. For the flashlight, I can't figure out how to arm. This is a... No, I don't want to go that way. I gotta go this way.
Don't like press down on the joystick?
Nope.
No?
Axel, is this it?
Press every button other than X. None of them do anything. D-pad doesn't do anything.
Alright, flashlight, press L button, build. Oh, okay, I found there's a... Nope.
Oh, you did the thing.
Did I do something?
You, an icon disappeared from one place and went somewhere else.
Alright, so I can build some...
Why don't you just press start and go look at the controls?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yay.
Yay!
Toggle flashlight. Y. Hold to reload.
Okay, so that's what I'm doing wrong. Jeez.
Hooray.
Alright. Good job.
Players are cool.
Yes, they are really cool.
If I had players, I would play with them. I would never keep them for emergencies. I would just be like, yay.
Is the way everyone
Put this
travels
on.
around here.
Just those that want to stay alive, sweetheart.
Feel like I've accomplished something.
Torrens, so that's your ship, huh? Quiet.
You watched Predator, right?
Yeah.
I know you saw Predators, but did you see the other ones?
I've seen the original in pieces multiple times. Last time I tried to watch it from start to finish, I fell asleep.
Oh. I love that
We don't want
movie.
to piss him off.
If you were trapped in a situation, but like, what would you rather have to deal with by yourself? Predator or an alien?
Oh god. Probably an alien.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Because an alien is like,
Okay, go be quiet.
they're half surviving, half hunting, right?
Mhm.
Predator's straight up hunting.
Yeah.
Oh god.
So they're like, aliens are like hunting you out of an instinctual survival and procreation sort of.
Yeah, but it's like,
reason.
it's the difference between like a tiger hunting you and like a hunter hunting the tiger, you know?
That's true.
And I'm going to be honest, the guy who's hunting the tiger is probably better than the tiger because he got him. You know?
True, but that's because the tiger is not hunting the hunter. The tiger doesn't even know that the hunter is an issue. But you know what? Oh, you're right. Because the hunter gets the tiger. The tiger doesn't always get the gazelle or whatever.
Yeah.
Sometimes the gazelle gets away.
Yep.
But
Whoa.
But I don't know. You know what? It depends on where you are, I guess.
Check it out.
Depends on where you are.
I ain't dying here.
I don't know. Yeah, I'd rather deal with an alien.
Yeah. it's just like it's the difference between a beast and a hunter, right? Like, I mean, if you gotta do it, take the beast because you have you got a slightly higher chance. You know.
Well, yeah, and at least with like the alien, you know that it has to sneak up on you. It has to get to you somehow. So you could block off entrances. Like, so you could only come from you can only get to me from this direction. I'll see it coming. You know.
Yeah.
I can handle it, and it has to get up close to me. Whereas the predator could invisibly kill you from 100 meters away.
Yeah.
And you'd have no idea. Yes.
Yeah.
Much further. Nearly there. Transit's just up ahead. Let's just.
I don't know. It depends on like how many aliens you got to deal with. If you got to deal with like a lot of them, then maybe not super great.
My shipping out papers were for a week ago.
Because usually there's only one predator. It's very rare you got to deal with more than one at a time. They like their whole solo bit. Right.
It's powered down.
I love predators. And it's cool.
Yes, they are pretty cool.
We need to
I didn't like how they
both consoles at the same time to open.
kind of made them like
This one, you go to
sissies in Predators,
Okay.
though. Like I like the movie.
Yeah.
That was good. First time I saw it, I was like, no, I don't like it. They made the Predators wimps. And I watched it again, and I was like, no, it's good. They did make them wimps. It's still good.
2, 3.
1. There's a bit of a delay there. Oh shit, there's a dude behind you. Hey. Gotta go.
Fuck you! Get here now! I've got the thieving son of a bitch. You.
Yeah, eat it.
Oh.
Whoa! I think he deserved that, maybe.
Let's go. The others are on their way.
I can't look.
We need to go now.
Oh yeah, we do. And unfortunately, so do we. So, we're gonna say goodbye right now, and we're gonna escape with Axel next time on Christianity Play. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Bye-bye!
Bye. That's where you came.
Alright, so maybe I that way? Yeah.
You just remember, green lights are like things you can interact with. Wait.
Okay. Cool.
Doors and consoles and stuff. Like, not that one, but the one beside it, green lights.
Oh, okay. That's a good idea. Thank you, Ellie.
I'm surprised you didn't notice that.
I immediately went into I'm panicking a little bit now. Because the music at all. Oh. God, I'm waiting. Suspense, man.